Hi, in this video we are going to discuss word problems. Let's discuss the first one. The sum of two consecutive numbers is 477. Okay, you know what's the consecutive numbers? X, and the second one will be x plus 1, and that will be equal to 477. And now you have to add up the like terms, cancel out the, yeah, move it over there, 476. And when there is a multiplication over here, you just need to change the sign of operation on the other side, and that's it. Yeah. Let's see the other one. The result of doubling a certain number and adding 17 is the same as doubling that number and adding 4. Like this, certain number, that the certain number as x, and then doubling it and adding 17 is same as trebling that number and adding 4. Okay, now we have to arrange the like terms. Yeah, I think so. Rest is yours. Part 13. Yeah. We are just discussing these word problems. So whenever you face this type of examples or problems, you can easily solve them on your own. Okay, a kind teacher gives you 20 cents for every question you get right, but you have to pay the teacher 10 cents for every question you get wrong. All right, and after 36 questions, you have made a profit of $1.80. All right, so there are total 30 questions. Okay, first of all, we have to discuss the quantity, and let the right questions as R and the wrong question as W. And you know that right and wrong will make up the total will be equal to 30 questions. And what if we say that 20 when you get it right and less 10 cents when you got it wrong, and the profit that you will make, that will be 180 cents. I just convert that $1.80 to cents, and that will be equal to 180 cents. Yeah. Now what we have to do, just times this first equation with 10, and what will you get? 10R plus 10W, and that would be 300. Yeah, 180, 10. And now you can see that we can easily cancel out the wrong questions like terms. Now again we have to arrange that 30R, and after the sum, that would be equal to 480. Yeah. And now we have to divide it, and your right questions will be 16. Yeah, so you got total 16 right questions, and 30 minus 16, and your wrong questions are 14. All right, so they have already asked you to present the number of questions you got right and how many questions you got right. Presenting, yeah, we have to present an equation. All right. Let's check another example. They have already mentioned the equations, and now we have to check out the price of cup of coffee. First of all, we need to form the equation and then the price of cup of coffee. Okay, a cup of coffee tea costs 10 cents, less than a cup of coffee. That's already mentioned over here. Yeah, well, a cup of hot chocolate is cost 20 cents more than a cup of coffee. So the cup of coffee is equals to X. Okay, now we have to make this whole equation. 3 cups of coffee, 5 cups of tea, and 2 cups of hot chocolate equals to this. So I really hope that you will get the value of X from that equation. Let's quite simple, I don't think. Yeah, 3 cups of coffee and then 5 cups of tea and 2 cups of hot chocolate, and then this whole will be equal to 90 cents. All we have to convert the dollars to cents because already they have discussed in first statement that your money, the currency is in cents. So you have to convert it, and this is the whole equation that we have written, and from doing this, solving this whole equation, you will get the value of X, and that's the price of cup of coffee. Okay, now we have a problem. Joan and Amalia have a baby daughter, Sonia. Joan is 23 kg heavier than Amalia, who is 4 times as heavy as Sonia. So we get to know that Sonia is X and Amalia is 4 times heavy, and Joan is 23 kg heavier than Amalia. That is 23 plus 4x. Yeah, and that would be equal to their combined weight is 122 kg. So now you have to solve this whole together and get the value of x. So now the next problem is about basketball. Yeah, the throw through a hoops at a fair. If a ball goes through a hoop, she receives 50 pennies. Okay, small p represents pennies. Yeah, let's take this. Small p represent pennies, and but if it doesn't, she has to pay 20 pennies for the shoot. Okay, if it make it up through the hoop, she will receive 50 pennies, but if she doesn't, she has to pay back 20 pennies for the shoot. After 15 shows, Lakshmi finds she has made a profit of euros. No, that's not euros. That's pound. Yeah. Now we again have to make the equations. How many times did Lakshmi successfully throw a ball through a hole? Okay, so successfully, just write it through a hole. The time she has thrown it through that hole, and then if she doesn't make it up to, and let's write it as W if she doesn't make it through, and that will be total shows that they have given is 15 shots. So yeah, and now when they successfully receive that, she will have 50 pennies, but if she doesn't, she has to pay 20 pennies, and that will be equal to 120 pennies. And you know, sorry, 1 pound equals 200 pennies. Yeah. So what do we need to do is to times the first equation with 20 because we need to cancel out the w variable. We just need to times it with 20, and that equation will convert into 300 20 w, and now you can see that we can easily cancel out that w variable. Yeah, 20w and that would be 120. Yeah, so that will be equal to 70s and then 420, and now you have, and your s will be equal to, after further calculation, that will be equal to 6. Okay, now you got the time. She successfully threw that ball through a hoop. Okay, so 15 minus 6. They will tell you the number of not thrown through that hoop. That's the whole criteria of doing this whole thing. That you have to write a quantity first, the number of quantities, and that's obviously equals to 15, and then the quality, or you may say the price, yeah, price, or you may say the cost will also include in this equation. Let's discuss another question, and that's pretty similar to that. The criteria, the method of doing is exactly the same, but I'm doing this too for you so that you will get a clear idea of how to solve such type of questions. Yeah, let's take that look here. Iden is doing a multiple choice question test with 20 questions. Yeah, he scores 3 marks for a correct answer and loses 1 mark if um, if he if the answer is incorrect. Iden answers all the questions and scores 40 marks. How many questions has he answered correctly? So now again we have to discuss the quantity first. Quantity, yeah. And you know the quantity is total 20 questions, wrong plus right. That will be equal to 20. And then the quality, or you may say the number of marks, and that will be equal to, that would be, yeah, you know that the wrong question. Let me just write the right first and then the wrong. So right questions you will get 3 marks, but if you make it incorrect, you will lose 1 mark, and that would be minus W, wrong answer, and the total mark that you will get, that is 40. Again, I don't think that you need to times it with any number, because that's already, you can easily cancel these terms. And now we have to 4r 60 and 60 over 4, that would be 15. So your total answer the questions correctly is 15. All right. So now we have to the last question. That's exactly, they have used the same criteria, and I think so you can use the whole method that I've discussed previously in the all questions, and you can do it on your own easily. But I will read it out for you. Friday the frog is climbing up a well. Every day he climbs up 3 meters, but some nights he falls asleep and slips back 4 meters. Okay, at the start of 16th day he has climbed a total of 29 meters. On how many nights was he asleep? So you have to use that exact same method, and you can do it.